Hi. Scooch back a little bit. How's everybody doing? Y'all, we just got home a little bit ago. We had an unexpected evening. Not bad though. Not bad unexpected evening, just unexpected evening. So, I think earlier today, Isaiah called Asa and said, he's at camp right now. I'm going to go in with my midnight oil cleanser. He's at camp and he was like, hey Dad, our lights went out, which two of the lights had already gone out, and Asa had talked to Isaiah and said, okay, you need to go to Lowe's, you need to get a ballast, like to change the ballast. They're those long, the long lights. So this is in their, they call it their office, and then like their special meals kitchen / laundry room area. So he called and was like, we have no lights now. So Asa's like trying to walk him through, what exactly to do, which it's so fun being a parent to a 23-year-old, because these are things you're like, oh yeah, we didn't teach him. I don't know. You don't learn these things until you need to know some of them. I was like, whenever he does get married, he's gonna make the best husband. He's gonna know how to do all the things just like his father does. So he then he calls back and says, oh my gosh, now the washer's not working. So I'm assuming that Asa has like walked him through all this stuff. He's like troubleshooting with him. So a few hours later, Isaiah calls back and he's at Lowe's getting the things that he needs to get. And so he's going back and forth with Asa, like, okay, what about this? What about that? Asa's like Googling stuff and sending him pictures, and they're just, going back and forth. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, everybody hopping on. So they're going back and forth and back and forth. So Ace is like, okay, he researches it. He's like, instead of getting the ballast, they have a whole new light that you can just basically plug and play, plug and go, whatever. I'm doing my eye cream right now. This is the I Believe eye cream. So you could either buy the ballast for $40 a piece, or you can buy a whole new light that has the LEDs already built in. So you don't have to replace those crazy bulbs, that if you break them, it's just not good. And you have to replace them all the time. So he's like, why don't you get that and you can replace it, and I'll walk you through it. Because now he's going to have to put connectors on the wires, and still not terribly hard. Somebody had commented, they're like, don't you have to be an electrician? I'm like, no, you don't have to be an electrician for this. So Abby is still awake. Thought she was asleep when I walked by her room. So he's walking him through how to do that, and so then he gets back to camp and with all this stuff, and he calls Asa and it's past what he needs to be able to do, because Isaiah doesn't really, he hasn't done drywall anchors and stuff like that, and so he's gonna have to go into the ceiling, which Asa could have shown him over the phone, but he may have put too many holes, it was a whole ordeal. So Asa's like, why don't I just come and help you? So I'll just get it done. So we go out there, and summer just happened that she was able to hang out with Ab. I'm gonna go in with my sugar lip scrub. And she didn't have anything going on. So she's like, oh, I'll come hang out with Abby. So they went and had a little girls' night, an extra girls' night this week, which Abby was so excited about because she's been hanging out with Mom and Dad all summer. And they went and got dinner, went to the park, went and watched a movie, listen to music, you know, all the girl stuff. So we go out there. We get 2 of the lights put up. They work perfect. Third one does not work. So he's trying to troubleshoot it. He's like, okay, I'm going to have to go into the attic because it might be like, I don't know electrical stuff, guys. So I was his helper because I was handing him all the things, because Isaiah wants to help, but Isaiah's getting 50 phone calls and pulled in all the different directions, and he's not the best helper. He's just too busy. He can't be helping. Okay, I'm going to go in with my lip mask now. So, long story short, 2 of the lights are now working. 1 is not. Ace is like, you're going to have to call a electrician for that one. They need to put in something. I don't even know what he was talking about. Then Isaiah's like, hey, will you look at the washer while you're here? So, oh no, I'm sorry. Before the washer. He's like, well, I have a sensory swing that fell. Again, I don't know how all the mechanic stuff works, but it fell out of the ceiling, and they like have this rotating thing that goes up into a 2x4 in the ceiling for sensory swings. And so it had untwined itself and like come down. So Asa was already up in the attic doing the electrical stuff. So he's like, yeah, I'll take a look at that while I'm up there. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my midnight oil serum. So he gets that handled. Isaiah is on one ladder in the sensory room. Ace is on the other ladder. Well, climbed up the ladder into the ceiling. So he's walking around up there doing that. So they get the swing put back up. No problems there. Then he's like, can you look at the washer? So it's a stackable washer and dryer. Hi, Ruda. So it's a stackable washer and dryer, and the dryer is working, but the washer is not. Now they have 2 because something else is they're constantly doing laundry there. If a child has an accident, if they're anything like spit up, urine, anything, they're constantly doing laundry, and they have to do it a very sanitary way. Like only one person's clothing can go in there at one time. They can't be sharing. So the washers and dryers are always going. Well, so it's an issue when you're down to 1 for 35 campers for the week, plus everybody else. You have bedding and all the things. So Asa was trying to get it fixed. It's 10 years old. The unit is 10 years old. So I don't know. Asa said, okay, you gotta he like turned the breaker off, and it needed to reset for 15 minutes. They were gonna see if that worked. If it doesn't work, then Asa knows the part that it needs, and then he can order that and hopefully fix it. But then we're like, do you put money into fixing a 10-year-old washer, dryer, stacker, or do you just see if you can get one donated? So that's kind of where they're at right now, trying to figure that out. So we'll see. I haven't heard the latest on it. Then he said, oh, can you, while you have your drill here, Isaiah, we actually bought Isaiah a full tool set and everything for Christmas because he has to do all these little odds and ends things. So he's like, while you have it out, can you look at the toilet paper holder that somebody ripped out of the wall, like one of the campers? So he fixed that. Then he showed Isaiah how to install anchors into the wall. So I got the cutest picture of them working together. So yeah, so tonight we ended up going to camp and helping with all the things. And it's so funny because I remember other camp directors, when they would get the job, they would always say, I got this job, but so did my family. Because most of the time it was women that were the directors, and like, you know, they were married, and so their husbands would come out and do all these things. Well, Isaiah's not And so his parents come out and help. So it's definitely a whole family ordeal. The whole camp is run off of volunteers. I mean, there was another mom, she's been volunteering for so many years. She's part of the Catholic Women's Group, and she's the director of the kitchen this week. And so she's responsible for making sure all the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they do 2 snacks. They do 2 snacks for the campers and then a buddy snack at night. So she's responsible for all of that. So she was there, and there's always people there volunteering. It's just such a great organization to get to see everybody do their thing, you know? And we're not the only people that volunteer. Somebody's like, oh, what would he do if he didn't have you? Well, they have plenty of volunteers. Their whole organization is run off volunteers. And I'm just so thankful. I've always volunteered out there, like way before Isaiah started going out there. I'm just able to do it at a bigger capacity now because I don't have PTA and all of those things. So that's kind of where I put my time and effort into. And yeah, I love it. So enough about me. Tomorrow, starting at, I think it's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so around lunchtime, we have Christmas in July launching. So exciting. I think we have 5 collections total, and they are going to be 30 and 40% off. So make sure you're watching my page tomorrow. I'm going to drop what it is in the morning, but it's some of our really good things, some products I just used that were already in the Christmas collections. So you don't want to miss that because it's until supplies last or for a week. So it starts tomorrow. It'll go till the 16th. So if you are looking for some good deals, you can find some good deals starting tomorrow on our Christmas in July. Okay. If you want to hear about it earlier, just send me a message and I'll shoot you over the graphic that I have that can show you everything. Okay. So I'm going to get ready and head to bed. I hope you all enjoyed some Amazon Prime today. If you needed anything, if you don't need it, don't get it. I will share a few more things tomorrow of some items that I really like. If you have something specific that you're looking for, let me know and I can let you know if there's a good deal on it. Okay? Thank y'all so much for all your support, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.